Apparently, to many people, generative AI is indeed a sufficiently advanced technology. However, it is only one of the three laws enunciated by Arthur C. Clarke in his famous book, Profiles of the Future. The first law says that when a distinguished but elderly scientist, I always wonder whether who you had in mind, by the way, but when someone like that says that something is possible, well, then that person is very likely right. However, if that same person states that something is impossible, then he or she is very probably wrong. Why? Well, because through experience, we build assumptions about what's possible and what's impossible. And there's nothing wrong with that. However, in time, those assumptions may become constraints in our thinking, and they may become barriers, boundaries, blocking our view of what lies beyond. And that's why the second law states that in order to explore the limits of the possible, we need to venture beyond those boundaries. And if we then find that the impossible has become possible, magic happens, at least according to the first law. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not implying that AI is magic. I mean, even AI has to obey the laws of nature, right? But it definitely is a force to be reckoned with. A force that is becoming so powerful so quickly that AI is now mature enough to say that AI is no longer just an innovation. Welcome to the age of AI natives. This is the age in which new companies are born with AI as a given. It's in their DNA, and they apply it everywhere, pervasively. Just think of, the most successful new companies of the past decade. They're all AI natives. Now, becoming an AI native for a company or an organization that was already born before AI became such a thing is not a walk in the park. To get AI transplanted in your DNA will require some painful genetic surgery, I fear, even without anesthetics. Because AI needs to become a core part of your technology landscape. And it will impact, it will require change in every aspect of your entire organization. But do we have a choice? Yesterday, in the opening keynote, we already heard about this omnipresence, everyday AI, and the emergence of game-changing AI. In this session, we focus on how to go about the journey that we all have to make to go from rewarding, interesting everyday AI to the ever more important game-changing AI. And this quest of becoming an AI native, this reaching for the stars, needs of course to happen in a responsible, ethical, secure, and also sustainable manner, by the way. Because whether you like it or not, we're all in the game. We all will be impacted by AI in our personal life, in our professional life. So we better make sure that whatever we're going to do with AI is beneficial to both business and society at large. AI is here, and it is here to stay. In fact, AI has only just begun. And if you think that your industry somehow will not be disrupted by AI, then think again. If not by you, then I'm sure your competitors or new entrants will not hesitate to use the growing power of AI to their advantage. And even if you are in non-profit or perhaps in the public sector, even then there will be growing pressure upon you from your stakeholders, citizens and others, to make sure that you too will use AI for the public good. So there is no choice. We all have to go on this journey to explore and to boldly go where none has gone before. Sounds familiar? Yeah. There's good news too, however, and that is that we don't have to go to the moon right away. We can start exploring and learning in more familiar territory. That is a territory that we call within boundaries. Within boundaries is the level where most organizations are today. It is the level where we apply everyday AI to improve our existing processes or activities or existing products and services. At the moment, we estimate that around 80% of all AI initiatives in the market are within boundaries, with a myriad of use cases, like AI being used for demand forecasting, for fraud detection, for customer churn reduction, for supply chain optimization. The list is endless. AI can be applied almost everywhere, if not everywhere. And the main factor is you reaching out proactively to your business stakeholders to figure out where AI can be improved, can be applied today within boundaries. For example, AI has been used, generative AI has been used by Microsoft Research in trying to help doctors write letters to patients in a particularly sensitive domain, to write letters to the parents with a sick child. Now, in this example, with the thankfully fictitious Meg, they instructed AI to be honest and direct, which sounds like a Dutchman to me. But also, where appropriate, to be optimistic, sensitive to the difficult situation of the parents, not to mention the patient, of course. The results, and here's another example, are better than expected. In fact, when tested, parents prefer the letters written by AI over those written by human doctors. And not just because of the famous illegible handwriting. It's about AI making doctors more productive, which is great, but also AI improving quality by making those letters significantly more empathetic. Which is also a general point, that we should not limit